Hey there, anyone can start Jiu-Jitsu anytime. Find your vibe and enjoy the journey.
But what's dangerous is when people are there's not many people in because people in jiu-jitsu have a lot of respect for one another. There are some people who want to hurt people. We've unfortunately we've had that in our community here in Vietnam. There's certain people who want to feel that they need to hurt other people to establish dominance, but there's very few people like that. Every once in a while, people like, oh my, I got a little injured here. I've got maybe my rib hurt, but it's not nearly as dangerous as people think.
Let's say someone's never done this before, right? How good of a shape do you need to be to start?
You don't need to be in shape at all.
Okay.
You don't need to be in shape. That's another common misconception. You don't really need to be in shape, but you because it's like you can go and just kind of go at your own pace.
How about flexibility? Do you need to be like really flexible and be able to stretch out and stuff? And
you will be better at jiu-jitsu if you are flexible. That's my weakest thing. I am not flexible at all whatsoever. And it's I had turned 40 this year. I really need to work on my flexibility.
Yeah, especially as you get older. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so let's suppose someone's never done either step before, right? And obviously you can't start learning everything at the same time, right? So it's like, so they learn grappling first, wrestling first, like everything at the same time. What's your advice on that?
Depends on how old you are. I mean, of course, I'm biased, but I think you start wrestling at a young age, that's going to really give you the mental toughness to do any martial art. But if you're because wrestling, your wrestling career is pretty much over in college unless you make it to the world team or go to the Olympics, right? Jiu-jitsu you can do for the rest of your life. I've seen I know a guy, Walt Power. He didn't start jiu-jitsu till he was 54. He competed in the world championships when he was 71 years old, right? So you can start jiu-jitsu at any age, and you can also do Muay Thai at any age. The thing with Muay Thai is there's a lot of different types of Muay Thai gyms. There's fun fit Muay Thai gyms like Ram Muay Thai in Thao Dien, which you just come, it's a really fun environment, air conditioned, nice and clean, people of all levels, and you just kind of hit the bag and do some basic Muay Thai stuff. Or you get like super high level professional fighter Muay Thai gyms where it is like insanely hard practice, like Rooster Muay Thai and On Fu. So going into it, like I didn't really enjoy any Muay Thai until I found like a really good coach because there's so much like diversity in Muay Thai. It's hard to understand this if you don't know martial arts, but I think that it depends. If you're really young, I would have, and if you were in a place where you can do wrestling, I think wrestling is the best place to start.
So how about someone like in their 40s or 50s, even 60s?
I think grappling in Muay Thai is really good. Yeah, because it's hard to find. There's only a few programs that I know of in the world that take like American folk style wrestling and make it like available and appropriate for everyone. There's one in Australia, in Sydney, Australia, but those are extremely rare. Grappling and Muay Thai, but you have to find the right gym for you, and people don't understand that, right?
So how does someone do that?
Number one, get a recommendation from one of their friends who is already in the sport and have trained a lot of different gyms. Or number two, just try a few different gyms and just say, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to get in shape. I just want to be able to protect myself, and try 2 or 3 different Muay Thai gyms, try 2 or 3 different grappling gyms to find what's best for them.
Is there such thing as being too young to start this? Like, can you be 6 years old and start doing this, or is that too young? Or
it's not too young. You can be even younger than that. The only thing and I saw this happen in wrestling, parents put a lot of pressure on kids to win.
Yeah.
And I've seen, I didn't start till I was 14 or 15 in wrestling, but like I knew guys who were state, like expected to win state championship in their senior year, and then they quit halfway through the year. Why? Because their father put too much pressure on them. But you can start at any age. You can start at any age, but I would just encourage parents not to put too much pressure on their kids. You know, this, you see this more in wrestling than you do in jiu-jitsu or other martial arts, because maybe they didn't win, you know, when they want their son to win. But you can start at any age. And there are kids programs here where they're 6, 7, 8 years old. I've had students myself that are younger than 10.
So let's suppose somebody's starting off the first time. So you're like, is there a minimum hours a week they should do this to gain proficiency, like 1 hour a week, 10 hours a week? Is there a certain like guidelines on that, or just do as much as you can?
I would start once or twice a week. What you don't want to do is you don't want to burn yourself out. At first, you're going to be using your muscles, and you're going to get that you haven't used before, or at least in a long time. And you want to keep it fun, right? Um, when I was training the hardest in grappling, there were times when I was dreading going to practice. It's my third practice of the day, right? And if you ever have that feeling, you shouldn't go to practice. Like or you should change up. Okay, I do this type of practice. Like I train hard in the morning. I just do technique in the afternoon, and then maybe I just go